This is the Open University.
We're on a train in Japan, heading towards the town of Mihara, which is just up the coast from Hiroshima. And something fairly amazing has happened, and I'm very excited about this. In about 2018, I had this fantasy of living in a Japanese house, and I started looking through these IKEA banks, so-called IKEA banks, which is houses in Japan which are abandoned by old people, usually people who died. Because of the population reduction situation in Japan, a lot of, I think millions of these houses are actually lying abandoned, and they're a tax burden on families who inherit them. And so they're going for very little money. I don't know why the richest experience I have online these days is certainly not following politics, which is an inherently frustrating and self-defeating activity. It's looking at pictures of these old abandoned properties which could, in my fantasy, one day be mine. I don't know what I would do in these places because I'm such a city person. Why would I live outside a city? What would I do in the countryside all day? Obviously, endless home improvement would be one thing, one part of the hobby. Sometimes these places are located on the sea, so you imagine buying yourself a little boat and rowing around the coast and maybe doing a bit of fishing. And so I looked through these IKEA banks and I found this. I found this old lady candy store in a town called Tadanoumi, which is the town I'd actually been to because it's the town you use to take the ferry to the rabbit island. And I'd actually gone in late 2017 to see these rabbits on the island, which also has some mysterious poison gas research facilities from the Second World War falling into desuetude. And so I knew this little town of Tadanoumi, and I saw this beautiful old house, which was like a railroad house, a townhouse, but in this, like 1 minute's walk from the station. And I kind of had this fantasy of, it was like 4.5 million yen, which is, at the time was 45,000 euros, and it came down because nobody was buying. It came down to 25,000 euros. Just getting towards the time when COVID struck. So as soon as COVID struck, I realized that this was all just a dream. But by that time, it was almost too late because I had this fantasy in my mind. I'd collected all these photographs of the house. I had ideas of what I was going to do with it. Possibly I was going to share it with David McClimate so we could stay in it alternately. So I knew where the local kombini was, where the restaurant was, where I'd eat my dinner, where I'd potter about in boats on the harbour, where I would do my shopping in the supermarket. It's a very small town, but it would give you access to the whole urban fabric because you're on the so-called Tokaido corridor, or you're just off the Tokaido corridor, which is the very fast Shinkansen line up the east coast of Japan. But COVID changed all that. But then I found, looking through Airbnb just yesterday when I was in Hiroshima, that this is available as someone bought it. Actually, my partner, my partner who's filming, found on Airbnb that this was available as a place to stay. And what's more, it was available tonight. So we're going there. Apparently, a foreign man with a Japanese wife bought it. I'm just wondering if it was someone who'd watched my videos, because I did talk about this in some of my videos. And they've turned it into a cafe in the front part and a Airbnb in the back and upstairs. So I will get to stay in the house, a refurbished version of the house that I had dreamed of living in. No one is saying I'm crazy for knowing by heart exactly where the house is, but I've lived here imaginatively for so long. So I've walked many times here with Google Street View. Now it's real. But it's also, I was just thinking on the train, it's a bit like a paratactical relationship with a vlogger or a pop star or someone that you've kind of imaginatively interacted with but have never actually met. So meeting this house, which is just round the corner here, is going to be like meeting a star for me. Because I had a weird parallel world version of my life which was going to take place in this house. What? And there it is. That's the house that I was going to buy for 25,000 euros. And here it is. The house I was going to live in. Well, in my mind. This is amazing. This is now a cafe, which is a separate thing. I don't know when it's open. But it had some beautiful cabinet work and carpentry here, which I think they removed. And then there was a bit of a platform. They've kept the nice glass, I'm glad to see, with the little ovals. Private area for Airbnb guests, that's us. Please go straight for Airbnb guests. This is amazing because I have all the photographs of when the old lady who ran the candy store that this used to be died. You could see her bed and her television set. I think it was the candy store lady. Welcome to Tadanoumi. Hope you enjoy the stay. Please come in. Please take your shoes off here. Okay. That's at the back. There's a little garden. Oh, there was a little. Yeah, there's a little garden there. Naomi just saw the ghost of a cat. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're planning to do with this cafe because it's not open today. Perhaps they only open it in the summer season. Okay, tomorrow there is actually a cafe. So here's the living room. Oh, beautiful. Now, I wonder if these were here. I don't remember these doors in the photographs. I do remember this, though. This cabinet was here, definitely, in the pictures I looked at. It's cold, isn't it? Mm. Still not quite sure how to get upstairs. Oh yeah, oh I see. Here's a little back area. I think this plant was actually here already. Something like it was here. This is a bathroom. Please close the door after entering. Cats may come in from the roof. And through the back, I wonder if that's the bathroom through the back here. Oh yeah, here's the toilet. Naomi's fear is that there will be millipedes, cockroaches, ghosts, spiders, pollen and dust. What is it? Oh, it's a spider.
No.
Oh no, it's a cricket. It's just a cricket.
Cricket.
It's going to be making a nice noise in the evening.
We can. So where is the room?
Oh, here's the washing machine. The bedroom, it must be
Oh,
upstairs.
that's the bathroom.
That's the bathroom with the bath. Oh, that's where the bath is. Okay, through the back here. This was all pink when the old lady lived and died here.
It's still pink.
It's still pink, yeah. Typical Japanese washing machine. Okay, let's investigate the bedroom.
That's bedroom?
It's up. No, it's upstairs. You have to go through this door.
I hear you have the
Kitchen.
Oh.
Wow. Oh yeah, this is amazing.
Turn the water first and then the hot water. Wow.
Yeah, let's look upstairs. Oh yes, very steep, classic, old, historic Japanese house. This is over 100 years old, this house. So it was standing here, not far from Hiroshima City, when the atomic bomb was dropped. And it survived. Please lift up and push to open. This is like a child fence or something. Lift up and push to open. And here we have a choice of bedrooms. I think the front bedroom and the back one. Wow, this is amazing. Beautiful. Traditional Japanese window and tatami. Very steep at night when you have to go downstairs to the bathroom. Evacuation route information. So I think we have a choice of these two bedrooms at the back.
She made the beds in the
Oh, she made the beds in. So here in the back there's not very much, but it's like another sitting room, I guess.
It's under renovation.
Oh, okay.
That's where the ghost is.
That's where the ghost is. And that's some running water up here, which is good. So there it is, my house. What if I'd bought this and brought you here and said, we live here now? What would you say?
Well, I don't know if you could have renovated it this way.
Yeah, this would cost a bit of money. Welcome to my house. Or my almost house. My almost purchase. So now we're going to the Rabbit Island. So I'm thinking, what is the word for déjà vu, for a parallel world which you have not actually inhabited? Because I have a kind of déjà vu in this town. Maybe it's parallel view or parallax view beheads you, which was a Max Tundra record. This is where I'd be like Ratty and Moley messing about in boats. And there's Mount Kurotake, which is 266 meters tall. Oula, almost run over by Coca-Cola. This is the gateway to Rabbit Island.
Oh, tu vas racheter des nourritures.
Ah oui. So we're about to head to the Rabbit Island, which is the main tourist attraction of Tadanoumi. It's out there.
お宿泊やお食事、温泉大浴場がお楽しみいただける休暇村複雑資料館があり、夏には屋外プールやドームや
It's the beginning of Alice in Wonderland. We're following a white rabbit towards the abandoned poison gas works. Wow. Strange acoustics here.
Oh là, en fait, je sais pas si c'est une bonne.
So we've been up to the top of the hill in the middle of the rabbit island and fed more rabbits, the high rabbits, and we're coming back down. Always reminds me weirdly of a kind of parallel world Scotland here, because it's a land of water and mountains and even things like rhododendrons and strange wild animals. That well, that deep well, is not a place for Sadako to emerge from, I hope, but it's but it's a staircase which you have to go down to reach the toilet. While of course Airbnb is a grotesque capitalist aberration which is allowing landlords to squeeze more and more money out of the same properties, I can't help having this fantasy that I can revisit every house that I lived in as a child and stay there for one night, because they've all been turned into Airbnbs.
Open University.